I am Marwa, aka Mimsy. I grew up in a very Muslim environment. I went to a Muslim school, everyone around me was Muslim. I was pretty much in a Muslim sort of bubble. The only non-Muslims I knew were like celebrities on TV. So very much, this is my reality, this is life, this is everything I know since I could speak and understand. So I didn't really think about Islam. Islam wasn't a thought, it was just my life. But there was a point where I really wanted to learn about Islam. I really wanted to kind of be strong in my deen and understand things better and be a stronger Muslim. So it wasn't just an identity thing, it did start to become, I want to know what I'm doing and believe in it more. And actually that was when my dad left Islam. So my dad left Islam and he kind of had a conversation with us and said, you guys do whatever you want to do. By us I mean his kids, and actually it was only with the two eldest, which is me and my elder brother, and he said, it's totally up to you what you want to do, this is my decision. And I was just kind of thinking, because my background, unlike my dad's, was only with Islam in it. My dad kind of came to Islam at a later stage in his life, so for me it was just an utter shock. It was kind of like, there's no way that Islam isn't true, because this is life. Like, you're basically saying the truth isn't the truth, is how I understood it at that time. And actually, I just need to bring him back, and Allah will bring him back, and I need to be a better Muslim, and I'll pray, but also I'll learn more about Islam so that I can give him the answers that he needs. It was something that really upset me more than anything. It was never at that point something that made me doubt Islam. I didn't doubt Islam, I just doubted him, which is quite sad. I just thought, he's just going through a tough time, poor thing. I'll support him there, I'll still be there for him, and I will eventually bring him back, was the plan. Basically. That plan didn't go accordingly though. It went wrong. So I kind of delved deeper, and actually what happened to me was the opposite happened. The more I learnt, the more I had questions, the more I couldn't understand. I don't want this to sound like it's a short period of time, because it was over a long period. It was over many, many years of me kind of, from the age of, like, to give you an idea, from the age of like 14 to 22, 23. So during that time span, I was questioning, trying to understand, following different madhabs or different ways of understanding Islam, so that I was almost adjusting it to fit, kind of my understanding of the world, because there were questions I had, which I'm going to go through, and that didn't make sense to me. Eventually they just didn't make sense to me at all though, and hence why I left, and realised, to me this doesn't make any sense, and I don't believe in any of it. And what it is like for me, it's kind of like a wall, and when the kind of, I imagine it as kind of blocks coming out of the wall, eventually the wall just collapses because there's just too many holes, that you just can't believe it anymore. I know a lot of Muslims will say to me, oh, it's because, you doubted Allah, that's why he turned your back on you. And they have this mentality of, if you, ask too many questions, or if you really doubt it, or if you're kind of going in from an angle like, oh yes, I want to be a non-Muslim, I really want to not believe in it, I really want to be analytical in that way, then Allah will turn his back on you, and he'll actually put a wall in your heart, so you can't even, so you're blind to Islam, so blind to anything. I've had relatives say that about me. They're like, there's no point in talking to her because she's got the wall up. Allah would have put that wall, Allah would have put a shield, she's not going to be able to see now because Allah turned her back. But I just think that's so cool, because actually it was the opposite for me. My intention was to learn more about Islam, to not only bring my dad back, but to help me and make me a better Muslim. So it was to better myself in the religion. So, and you know, Islam's all about intentions as well, because you know, you can even get a good deed from an intention, is what we believe, or what they believe. Oops. I still include myself sometimes as like, oh no, that's not me, I'm not included anymore. But yeah, so it's you know, and then it was my intention to always be Muslim. It was never my intention to leave. So as I said, it was quite the opposite. But the opposite did happen, of course.